Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to look at some of the fallout that's happening after Philadelphia Flyers player Ivan Provorov did not partake in Pride Night, and he didn't want to wear the jersey that had the rainbow symbol on it, and he didn't want to use the hockey stick, so he sat out. And it seems like there's a few journalists in the sports industry that are having actual meltdowns about this and crying on camera because of this action. So I want to react to that video with you guys. So let's get into it. So this video comes out from this organization called Breakfast Television. It's operated with Rogers Media, which is a large media conglomerate in Canada. So as you can see, they're drinking Tim Hortons. They're probably sponsored by Tim Hortons. So they're in Toronto reacting to the situation that just unfolded a couple days ago. So let's get into this.
No, but you were talking about it, and I need to see this.
Okay, it was Hockey is for Everyone night in support of LGBTQ.
He doesn't even know.
Last night in Philadelphia. So in the warm-up, there were specific jerseys and hockey sticks used. One member of the Philadelphia Flyers, for religious reasons, did not take part in that warm-up. Ivan Provorov.
Why are they being so serious? He can't even say the guy's name right, and he's gonna be all offended when, hey, isn't that more offensive? You can't even properly say his name when that's your job. I'm just playing, but I mean, look at how serious they're being. What? Someone's religious, leanings don't have any say so in the way they operate in their professional capacity. They're very mad.
Is a defenseman and claimed that because of his Russian Orthodox.
Oh, he claimed. So it's not like it's actually valid. It's just a claim he made. It's just like the reduction of like someone's religion is just kind of offensive. I mean, you can be like upset that this individual sat out, but I just don't like the way in which this tone is going very much.
Religion. He did not take part in this. Now, that was revealed after the game. It looked a little weird pregame when he wasn't out there. But after the game, the story really began to develop further when head coach John Tortorella was asked about why he wasn't out there. And he basically scolded the player publicly. Just kidding. He defended him. Listen to this.
Wait, he's mad that his coach didn't scold him publicly? He's mad that like his coach did the job of being a coach and make sure everyone on a team is comfortable and their rights are enforced. I mean, like, this is like a human right in a way to like have your own not political, but to have your own religious beliefs and not be forced to do something against your religious beliefs. I mean, most people agree with that. You might not like someone's religion, you might not like what their religion stands for, but usually you should respect that people do have differences of religion, what they practice, all of these sort of things. This is like so fundamental to, Western society. Well, I don't get why he'd want a coach to scold his player for not doing something that he would fundamentally be uncomfortable with doing.
He's being true to himself and to his religion. This has to do with his belief in his religion. And it's one thing I respect about Provi. He's always true to himself. And so that's where we're at with that.
Was there any consideration?
That's like a great response to say, like, I respect my player's individuality. I respect that he's always been like this. Like, I think that's a great response, and that is exactly the kind of coach you want in any sport you're playing.
Consideration on your part when he chose not to wear the jersey to not play him as a result?
No. I'm not going to answer many more questions on it because I just think it's unfair. I know you're going to probably talk to Provi, but yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I think it was a great night in celebrating. Organization has put out a statement, and I'm not going to get too deep into the conversation.
So this was him obviously trying to get ahead of it, knowing there'd be backlash, saying, you know, not going to say too much, but going to say this.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's what everybody's talking about.
Completely. Three things, technically. Provorov also spoke to the media.
Isn't it interesting, though? Like, I mean, like, she doesn't look too happy, but she doesn't have too much to say. It really is interesting how it's like the guy is the one really upset. Usually people try to blame women for the reason, you know, for this, you know, backlash, and women are the ones who are always getting in their feelings about this. But in this case, like, he's really the one taking the lead here. I kind of do find that a bit interesting. And it's like there's this issue with people respecting people's religions. I don't know.
Media after the game and echoed what Tortorella said, so I didn't feel the need to run it. This happened in baseball last year with the Tampa Bay Rays. There were 5 members of the Tampa Bay Rays who wouldn't wear a patch supporting gay rights, and Major League Baseball didn't do much. It was a story for a little bit.
But like, what are they supposed to do? Like, if you are a professional athlete, is there like a you have to have these certain set of beliefs? I don't really like this direction this guy is taking, where it's like he wants these leagues to reprimand people for not, you know, going along with these narratives that he personally believes in. This is like everything wrong with entertainment business right here.
John Tortorella, you know, many years ago, when you know, racial injustice, and it still is till this day, but when Colin Kaepernick first started kneeling during national anthem, said anyone who does that on my team is going to sit. And he has a son who's an Army Ranger. So it's not like Tortorella in the past hasn't spoken on sensitive issues. The theme from the National Hockey League is hockey is for everyone, okay? The theme is not hockey is for everyone, ... unless you don't believe in gay rights, then do whatever you want.
What? I mean, he's reading into this a little too much. You don't have to be actively against like someone's humanity, their rights and their rights to exist, to also say, like, in my religion, like, I don't want to promote this. There's a really big difference between being against something and not wanting to promote something. There's like a fundamental difference. He might be against this stuff, but we don't know this. He hasn't actually said it, so I don't like how this guy is like attributing things that can't be attributed. Like, you don't have to promote every, you know, you don't have to promote this sexuality. You don't have to promote, you know, that lifestyle. You don't have to promote these things because you're a hockey player. That's a really ridiculous thing, especially if that goes against your religious beliefs and the way you live. Like, I think this guy is completely out of bounds. So it would be like if you asked this guy, like, because of his job, well, now you have to do this certain thing if you want to be on television. I think he would have a freak out over that.
If the National Hockey League is going to do this, if any league is going to do this, do it properly or reevaluate what you're doing. Because there's not a lot of repercussions that I'm seeing from any league. Now, it could change with the NHL. Could change with the NHL. I think you find the Flyers $1 million for this. I'm not kidding.
Like, literally, he wants these teams to be cults. Like, he's saying they should be charged. Like, they should be getting a fine for, like, allowing their players to exercise their fundamental rights.
Kidding. Figure this out and stop offending people on nights where it's not about that. It's supposed to be about...
Oh my God. Stop offending people. Stop offending people, guy. I can't. This is, oh my God. I'm going to cry from laughter. Like, I'm actually crying right now.
Inclusivity. The National Hockey League need to attack this and figure this out. Because what I heard...
Attack it how? What do you mean? Like, slippery slope is what he's asking for right now. This is way crazy. I don't think he gets what he's calling for. Like, attack a whole group of people. Because when you're saying, like, this should be attacked, you're basically saying, like, people who have these, you know, beliefs, which is, this is a religious belief right now, like, they should be attacked. I would say they're handling this, like, in the league right now as the most inclusive way. Is like, we are inclusive to everyone, even people who you don't like, or like have beliefs that you don't like, because that is the whole idea of inclusion. Like, if we want to be real about this inclusion thing, like, it has to include people you don't like, that have religious beliefs you don't like, that are different from you. Like, you can't just say we're doing inclusivity, but a bunch of people are not going to be included in this if they don't toast up everything we believe. Like, these people are always going to be tyrants, and that's what these type of people, they consistently show us, is they are not inclusive. They don't believe in diversity. They do not believe in any of these things that they try to say they do.
Last night was offensive and didn't make any sense because, for instance, if that was...
Wait, it didn't make sense? What? I mean, most people get it. Like, and someone like invokes like their religion as to why they won't promote certain things, like it does make sense.
It was a military night, okay?
Right.
If anyone in Canada or in the States on a military appreciation night wouldn't wear a jersey pregame, do you have any idea the...
But that's different. Like, where in any religion is there something about like veterans? He said military, it's veterans. Like, I hate these false equivalencies. They drive me absolutely bonkers.
Uproar that would have happened on that. Do you have any idea the backlash? Do you have any idea what happened on the media? It's ridiculous what would have happened.
It was just a minute ago we were talking about the uproar that was happening with FIFA fever, where if you were seen with so much as a rainbow anywhere, you had to fear for your life, imprisonment, or death.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, but that's like the fundamental difference between where FIFA was and where this game was, where you can go on the ice if you want to and promote and, inclusive Pride Night, I guess. You can do those things, and you can also not do these things because you have rights to not do these things, and people are supposed to be accepting of the other. Like, where is this like disconnect here, that these are different places with different cultural beliefs, different fundamental beliefs, that you are allowed to have a difference of opinion without a fear of, having consequences for not doing anything illegal here. Like, what? And you guys want consequences for this individual for not doing the thing. This is like the same thing in the opposite. If you wear the pride thing, well, then you're going to get in big trouble in the FIFA's situation. But here they're saying, if you don't wear it, we want to get you fined. We want you to get in trouble. It's like they have the same exact idea that they are upset about.
So, and now here we are.
I just think the NHL has to do something here. This is not good enough. This is not good enough. Hockey is for everyone, ... unless you don't agree with gay rights, is not the phrasing of this. You're either in this or you're not. And one last point. Nothing scares me more than any human being who says, I'm not doing this because of my religious beliefs. Because when you looked in people's lives, you normally say that publicly, you'd throw up at what you saw. You would throw up at what you saw. And I have seen that a million times in a lot.
Oh my. Wow. Whoa.
Different ways. So don't give me that. With respect. Don't give me that, because no one's perfect. All right? Don't tell me, don't feed me the religious beliefs line. And all of a sudden the NHL is going to back up.
Oh my God. He's just saying, like, I don't respect people's religion. Oh my God. This is awful. This is so sad.
Off this. The National Hockey League today needs to fine that organization $1 million and reevaluate how they support gay rights. Because that is insulting. That is the #1 trending topic in Canada. That is insulting what happened in Philadelphia. And if the NHL's serious about this, they say they are, we'll see.
This, like, fake, false moral outrage. awful. Like how this is just awful. How, my God.
We'll see how serious they are today. But that whole thing was mishandled, and part of me couldn't believe it. Part of me could, considering how the NHL sometimes handles things.
And it's too important, and that's why you're continuing to talk about it, because you're not just going to brush it under the rug.
Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot of hatred, I would say, for someone who probably says they're very open, inclusive, open-minded. I'm sure these are the type of things he would say. That was very hateful towards someone who has a religious belief and other people who have similar religious beliefs. This was really crazy and emotional, and it wasn't the female journalist being the crazy emotional one. It was the Canadian male. So what did you guys think about this? Do you think this was overblown? I definitely understand some people are going to be upset with Provorov's decision to sit out and not promote and support Pride Night. But do you think that this was an acceptable reaction, saying he should be fined, he should be investigated, he should possibly, it seems like, be told if you don't get going with the, program, then you're out? Do you think this is acceptable, or do you think the NHL needs to, allow players to not engage in certain things if they do have their religious beliefs or other beliefs that prevent them from doing so? I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. That's how I feel about this response. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, like, and turn your bell notifications on. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, guys.